So I'm continuing my pre-show sort of research, I guess, for Chuang Asia 2024. Apparently, Chuang was just another name for Produce Camp, and the first season was Produce 101 China, and then second season was Chuang 2019. So I think they just call it Chuang ever since Produce 101. Anyways, but I did catch up on some past seasons. I watched the second season in 2019, where Aaron Kwok was the mentor. Uh, that season didn't really stand out much to me. But the first season was really good. The first season was way more entertaining, easy to follow. There's some hilarious contestants on there, and also Suichi's there from Girls Planet. And so, yeah, it's a very interesting show. It's basically Produce 101, I guess. But let's continue and look at what we have here. As far as what we're going to be looking at is the intros. And so these are their girls' self-introduction videos. Should be 70 of them, and I think they're going to be subtitled as well. Maybe I can get this to be more full screen. Slightly. Okay. It seems cut off a bit.
Sawadika.
No, go back.
Sawadika. Hello everyone, my name is Mao Xiuling. Shining, Xiuling is me. I'm 18 years old and I'm from China. 这是我第一次在节目上与大家见面，非常激动，非常开心，也非常期待。希望能通过这次舞台让你们认识我、记住我、喜欢我。我会一直努力的，请多多支持我，为我打 call 吧。Please support and support me. Thank you. 萨瓦迪卡。Love you so much. 爱你们哦。
So pretty good. I feel like she was very sincere, and I could feel like her energy was very calm and relaxed, and I think that's a good thing about her. So this is Mao Shu-ling, and I think she might be twins with another contestant on the show. So this is another one of those situations where they're siblings. And the other one's called Mao Shu-ting. But let's continue.
사와디카. 사와디카, 서연나카. 안녕하세요. 저는 첫사랑으로 한국에서 활동을 하고 있는 18살 서연입니다. 네, 저는 팀에서 분위기 메이커를 맡고 있고요. 포지션은 보컬입니다. 그리고 예전에 웹드라마를 찍었던 경험이 있어서 연기에도 어느 정도 자신이 있습니다. 그리고 저는 밝고 긍정적인 성격 덕분에 주변 사람들의 기분을 좋게 만들어주는 능력을 가지고 있는데요. 제 능력을 통해서 여러분들에게 기분 좋은 에너지를 많이 전달할 테니까 저 서연이 많이 사랑해주세요. 그리고 마지막으로 비타민 명창 멍멍이 서연이 많이 투표해주세요. 감사합니다.
So pretty good. Also very natural sounding. She's from CSR, which is the South Korean girl group that I cover sometimes. And mainly I know Duna from CSR. But there's also four total contestants from CSR. And they also represent the entire South Korean presence in this competition, by the way. This competition is international. But in terms of South Korean contestants, I think all of them are from CSR. And it's 4 girls. And so I don't think there's anyone else from South Korea. Unless I did not check very carefully. But I'm pretty sure I did. I have a spreadsheet, and every time I organize South Korea, there's only 4 members. And they're all from CSR, so... well, unfortunately, I think that ban suspended activities for a while. They're probably going to continue with remaining members. I mean, this is either going to boost their profile and give them some more fans, because they do have a pretty good thing going for them. I like CSR. They're very similar to ILY 1, and they're both doing that kind of like kind of a throwback style of girl group, but I kind of like it. But CSR has not had as good releases as ILY 1. ILY 1 has nothing but good releases, but they don't have much visibility. But anyways, this girl's gonna be competing even with her own members, it seems like, and I'm not sure if she's gonna stand out as much. But she does seem very natural here, and very sincere, which is something I always like.
Sawadee Cup. Hello, I'm
Kitty, hamster, Duang. I was born in Japan. I love performance and makes people smile. Support for me. こんにちは、池丸アンです。私はたくさんの人に笑顔と幸せを届けられるようなパフォーマンスをします。そして私のパフォーマンスでたくさんの人に笑顔になってもらえるように頑張ります。そしてファンの皆さんに恩返しができるように頑張ります。これからも応援してください。よろしくお願いします。愛してるよ。I love you.
So that's Ruan. Ruan was one of my tops for the final girl group in Girls Planet 999, but she didn't make it. But I've always had she's probably my top in this competition as well. But I always wish she'd do better in Girls Planet, but it's too late for that. But I did follow her after Girls Planet, and you can see she's training a lot, she's working hard, she's promoting in other ways, and you can just tell from her look now, she's way more refined, less baby fat on her, so she's obviously training very hard. And I look forward to seeing what she does. Now, I checked out the Signal song a while back, and she was apparently the center in that video. And so I would say that definitely, if you just looked at it, she is probably like a shoo-in for the final lineup. Unless something happens, unless things did not shift that much for her. But we'll see what happens. At the same time, it'll probably depend a lot more on the voting public, because who knows how the people, like, do they vote in Thailand or is it international? Who knows? But anyways, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, that's her.
สวัสดีครับ
Oh yeah, also, I noticed that she was saying Swati Krap, and that's kind of like the masculine form of it, whereas like a female would say Swati Ka, and so I guess it's fine. No, I don't really care. But I was wondering if like people in charge of the show wouldn't kind of correct that, or like what's going on. Like, is it more like a Chinese run show? Like, because Chuang is technically the Chinese Produce 101, and they just stopped doing the show because I think China outlawed survival shows. And so is it the same people involved here? It says Tencent is behind it, which is the biggest, like, what is it, like multi-billion company or something? Who knows? But anyways, let's continue with this girl. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone I'm proud Mindy from Thailand and I'm 15 years old หนูเป็น main dance ของวงค่ะหลายคนบอกว่าหนูเป็นคนเท่เต้นเก่งแต่ความจริงเนี่ยหนูเป็นสาวหวานและเป็นคนที่อบอุ่นมากเลยนะคะแต่ถ้าอยู่บนเวทีเนี่ยหนูจะเปลี่ยนความอบอุ่นนี้ให้เป็นไฟที่ร้อนแรงค่ะ and I will do my best so if you want to see my cool side please vote for me thank you love you all
So, I'm not sure what Mindy is. I think Mindy may be some kind of group, but I can't check it at this point. But it seems like several people are part of Mindy, so I'm assuming it's some kind of group. And there's at least like 4 people in this competition who are part of that. And so I don't know if it's just exclusively dance or if it's like an actual like idol group as well. But this girl, she seems to be more charismatic in movement in video than she does in stills, because in stills she's kind of like awkward looking, but then like she moves around and she looks way more charismatic.
สวัสดีค่ะชื่อนางสาวพัชิราปัญญาสิวนิชค่ะชื่อเล่นชื่อว่าโรสค่ะก็เป็นคนไทยค่ะมาจากค่าย4 November ค่ะก็ชื่อที่แม่ตั้งเนี่ยชื่อว่าโรสแต่ว่าเพื่อนเนี่ยจะเรียกว่าไก่ต้มเพราะว่าตัวซีดเหลืองแล้วก็ไม่มีขนค่ะปัจจุบันก็อายุ18 ปีค่ะก็กำลังอยู่ชั้นม.6 กำลังไล่ตามความฝันของตัวเองที่อยากจะเป็นนักร้องค่ะยังไงก็ฝากติดตามแล้วก็ช่วยโหวตให้ด้วยนะคะ so please support and share me and I'll never let you down I'll do the best Thank you. Bye bye.
So that girl gives off very sincere energy, but at the same time, she's also uncomfortable. And so, when I rank people on sincerity, I want them to be themselves, but I also want them to be comfortable, because mainly the ranking of sincerity the point is to say, oh, this person's comfortable in their own skin, and that means they won't have issues when it comes to confidence or being stable or just like knowing yourself. One thing that I liked about watching Chuang 2019 was that the mentors on that show emphasized you have to know yourself. Like they gave them an option to be ranked from F up to class A, from to F, so B, C, D, and E. I'm not sure if E was there, but B, C, D, and F at least. And they said, why did you go into A if you didn't think you were fit for A? And they were like, oh, we'll just try, and then if we fail, we'll drop to F. But they were really angry with them, saying, you have to know yourself. You have to know where you are, so we can train you properly for the signal song. And we're gonna shuffle you around anyways. But self-awareness is a very important trait. And so, this girl, even though she is very sincere, she seems slightly uncomfortable. But to some degree, you're like presenting yourself in a way you're probably not comfortable doing normally anyways. But anyways, let's continue.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone, I'm Kate. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Indonesia. I'm a girl with 100% of confidence and who loves to perform on stage. Would you like to join my journey? Please love and support me and help me to reach to the final. Untuk para penonton Indonesia, jangan lupa dukung dan vote aku ya. Terima kasih. Thank you. Love you.
So this girl is kind of the opposite of Preo, in that in stills she looks like very charismatic, but then in motion she looks kind of just like just a regular person. But I don't have any other notes on her other than that. But it says something about JKT48, and that I'm assuming that's similar to those big girl groups where a lot of them just dance together and sing together. So anyways. Just had to pause to cough for a second. I'm sick right now. But anyways, Coco.
サワディーカー I'm Coco, 16 years old, from Japan. 산 앞산은 고고 요요나카. 皆さんに最高のステージをお届けします。ぜひ投票してください。
So I don't have any other details about her, but she seems okay. She seems pretty comfortable. Less shy samurai than I expect from Japanese people.
サワディーカー
Sawadika! Hello guys, I'm Akina. I am from California and I'm half American, half Japanese. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys. これからめちゃくちゃ頑張りますので応援よろしくお願いします。バイバイ。楽ทุกคนนะคะ
Very comfortable in her skin. She seems like very normal in terms of what am I saying normal? She seems very stable in terms of just like how she presents herself. Like she's not putting on an act or anything. But at the same time, she is kind of like consciously presenting to us. But I'm not surprised if this would be synonymous with her just a regular self when she's talking to people as well. And so I kind of like her vibe. Apparently, the notes here said she's part of Fakey. I don't know if that's like a girl group or some other kind of group. But apparently that happens in Japan. But yeah, she seems very American rather than representative of Japan. That's the vibe I get from her. But let's continue.
サワディーカー Hello
Sawadika. Hello, my name is Gumi. I'm from South Korea and I'm 18 years old. I have a flexible body like a cat. My specialty is dance and playing ping pong. 저의 특기는 젠탱글 그리기 그리고 모바일 게임 하기입니다. I'm gonna show you tongue twist. 是是是是是是是是不是是是是是不是是是 조용하지만 활발한 고양이 같은 매력을 느끼시고 싶다면 저 금이 많이 투표해주세요. 감사합니다.
So this girl's kind of like doing it sounds like her Chinese tongue twister. But she's also in CSR. And in terms of like, I saw her before in one of the kind of very brief intro videos. Not really an intro video, more just kind of like a posing video. And I was very interested in her just from the look of her. And so I would say that she and also Duna from CSR probably going to do very well in terms of like maybe they'll split each other's votes if we're relying on their built-in audience. But definitely, I would say that probably ahead in, and also just from the look of her, like even if I didn't know she was part of CSR, which I really didn't, to be honest, I didn't memorize her at all. I only know Duna from CSR. But anyways, she stands out on her own, and I would say she has a good vibe to her as well. She'll probably do very well in the show just based on that alone.
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Maria. I'm from China. I'm very glad to the stage of Chuang Asia, and I believe that interesting soul will eventually meet. Please support and vote me. Bye. สวัสดีค่ะ My name
So this girl looks very interesting in stills. Her name is very funny because that's like my niece's name. But anyways, she's an actress apparently from China. In stills, she looks very dramatic. Like I like her look in the still photos. But in video, she looks kind of like slightly awkward, right? And that's usually the case with a lot of models as well. Like some models pose really well, but then in video they haven't quite grasped how to present themselves yet. And she's kind of like one of those people. So I feel like some people, if you just grasp onto her before the show starts, she may have that audience just from that. But then when the show is on, I don't know if she's gonna be able to build up an audience unless she turns out to be very skilled and talented. But we'll see if how this show works in comparison to like any other kind of produce show. But if it's going on by what I see in Chuang, you get to see more mentor focused things rather than kind of like girls on their own kind of things. And so we may never get to see the normalness of the girl and her comfort level. But maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, who knows. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if I explained that properly. I'm saying that if this girl finds out how to present herself in motion rather than just in like still photos, then it will be an advantage for her. Like if she has a very good vibe from the photo aspect, but in the video, she's got to work on presenting herself a little bit.
name is Maria. I'm
サワディーカー I'm Ray. I'm from Japan, 19 years old. ABEX から来ました。今回私がさなぎから綺麗な蝶々になる姿を見守ってたくさん愛して投票してください。チャンジャスースーカースースーขอบคุณค่ะ
So this girl is from Girls Planet 999. I didn't really remember her from that show, to be honest. I do have notes on her somewhere, and so I'd have to check them to see what her skill was like. But this girl, I'm not sure if she's coming in with any advantages except for just experience. And so hopefully she did well on Girls Planet. I don't remember her skill level, to be honest. But if she's coming into this show, her skill level is all that's going to help her if she has that on hand. So hopefully she does, and if it does, then that'll be the advantage for her. But I don't see any other vibe or like X factor or anything there that's going to help her beyond that. And for that reason, I think that if she really wants to step it up, she's going to have to find a way to stand out. I don't know if that means going blonde or pink haired or doing something like kind of strange like some people would do. But yeah, I'm just saying that she doesn't have that X factor added onto anything. And then if she doesn't, hopefully she does have the baseline skill or voice. I don't know. But if she does have that, then that'll be an advantage for her. But I'm not sure how it will carry in the votes because people like performance up to a degree, but they may not attach even if you have a really good voice or a really good dance ability.
สวัสดีค่ะ เกมวินดี้ค่ะ หนูอายุ 14 ปี เป็นนางเล็กของวงค่ะ หนูเป็นคนจังหวัดนครราชสีมา หรือเป็นคนโคราชบ้านเองเด้อจ้า เพื่อนๆอ่ะชอบบอกว่าหนูอยู่กับใครแล้วก็ตลก แต่หนูก็ไม่รู้ว่าทำไม เพราะว่าจริงๆแล้วหนูเป็นคนจริงโจ้เฮ้ยจริงแจ้เอ้ยจริงจี้เอ้ยจริงจังเอ้ยถูกแล้วค่ะ ก็อยากจะบอกว่าการแข่งขันครั้งนี้หนูก็จะจริงจังแล้วก็เต็มที่แน่นอนค่ะ ก็ฝากพี่ๆทุกคนเอ็นดูน้องเด็กคนนี้ด้วยนะคะ Don't forget to support me บ๊ายบายสไลด์เต๋อ
So generally a charismatic person. My note says that she's part of Mindy. Like I said, I don't know what Mindy is, but this girl's very young, and you know what? She actually comes across as like a children's show host or something. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Mindy is. Actually, let me just double check what that is because there's so many members in it. I may lose my voice too. I'm getting sick. So it's actually a girl group. Yeah, so it's a girl group, and they look very different than they do here in some of their promo photos, but slightly misleading, I think. But yeah, their visuals are kind of a mirage, and I'm sure there's like a cheerleader effect going on there as well. But yeah, these girls, they just need to show their skills and be useful in that way. And then beyond that, they just need to work on their presentation. Her presentation is slightly cringe. In that, like I said, just like a children's host. I don't know why she's actually 15, so she should be young and hip to it. But I don't know why she came across kind of like that. It could just depend on how they train her as well.
สวัสดีครับ大家好，我是乔一瑜，今年21岁，来自中国。Hi you guys, my name is 乔一瑜. I'm 21 years old and I'm from China. Dare to shine, it's my time, hustle, hustle every day. So hope you guys can vote for me a lot. Thank you. 希望大家可以多多支持我，多多为我投票哦。
So it was kind of odd listening to this because I felt like she was kind of rushing, but then she didn't seem that nervous. And so if she's rushing, if it just comes across as rushing and she's not nervous, she's just kind of like to the point, then it's kind of militant. And so maybe this is just one of those Chinese things. By the way, I noticed that some of the displays say China or Chinese, but then every other place says South Korea, Japan, Thailand. And so I'm kind of confused if this is legitimately China or if it's more kind of like the other continent. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get in trouble. But you know what I mean? But yeah, anyways. I have no notes about this girl. She just needs to loosen up, slow down, relax a bit. She has a decent look, and maybe let her hair, not necessarily down, but find a middle ground. Yeah.
สวัสดีค่ะพริมมี่ค่ะธัญพรนครสุวรรณค่ะอายุ19ปีมาจากประเทศไทยจังหวัดเจียงใหม่เจ้าเป็นกำลังใจให้กับสาวน้อยเจียงใหม่คนนี้เตยนะเจ้าช่วยเป็นแรงเชียร์แล้วก็ซัพพอร์ตพิมด้วยนะคะขอบคุณค่ะบ๊ายบายสวัสดีค่ะ
So nice cheerful look. Her, I think she needs to get, I don't know, bigger hair or something because I feel like maybe she's very short. But anyways, I don't have any notes about her. It says that she's 20, but then she said she was 19. And so I think it's safe to say my calculation on their ages based on their date of birth may be different with how they measure it. And sometimes that's an Asian thing as well. Some Asian countries, like, I don't know how they like make everyone's birthday on New Year's or something. And so it may be wrong from that standpoint, but in my notes it says she's 20. Anyways, she has a decent look. I think a lot of people are gonna like her, and she just has to, I don't know, just work on her head shape. But I don't know. That's up to what people think about it. My personal taste shouldn't be involved in this.
ค่ะพริมมี่ค่ะ 사와디캅 안녕하세요. 저는 한국에서 온 18살 두나입니다. 저는 한국에서 첫사랑이라는 그룹으로 리더와 보컬로 활동 중입니다. 저는 팀에서 장구와 약간의 개그를 맡고 있는데요. 저를 처음 본 사람들은 개그와 거리가 멀겠다고 생각하겠지만 저를 많이 지켜봐 주시면 저의 개그를 많이 보실 수 있으실 겁니다. 앞으로 더 다양한 모습 많이 보여드릴 테니까 여러분의 첫사랑 두나 많이 투표해 주시고 많이 사랑해 주세요. 감사합니다.
So I know Duna from CSR. She's the main person I know. I feel like she's gonna be my second top in this competition. And you know, it's interesting what she said about being the mood maker because that's exactly what the other member of CSR said. What's her name? was it Seryon? I think it was Seryon who also said that I'm the mood maker, and I don't know if they were coached to say that. But anyways, they both come across as pretty natural. I didn't. This girl's energy was more calm than I expected it to be. I thought she was gonna be more kind of like over the top in a bad way, actually. But she actually turned out to be more relaxed and neutral, and I thought that was good for her because basically normalizing herself is gonna let her connect to people more than if she's constantly kind of like posing. And I thought that she may fall into that trap because sometimes that's what some girls kind of do. But anyways, next one.
สวัสดีค่ะ เอ้ย ผิดด้านอ๋อสวัสดีค่ะ หนูชาชานะคะ ชาชาที่มาจากการเต้นแบบชาชาชาตอนนี้หนูอายุ 20 ปีค่ะ and I have special talent to show to you guys ใช่ค่ะ ความสามารถพิเศษของหนูก็คือเอาลิ้นแตะจมูกได้ค่ะ ล้อเล่นทั้งนั้นเนี่ย I have so much more for you to discover and please cheer for me and please stay tuned on Chuang 2024 Thank you bye
It's a very natural, funny kind of personality. I'm glad that's coming out in the very beginning. And I don't know if she's going to be any comic relief on the show. Because some girls, they're like very funny, but then it turns out that it's kind of like masking a lot of issues. But not like in a negative way, but more kind of like they turned out to be way more like scared and panicked in situations. And then turns out like humor is like a way to deal with it in some ways. And so maybe she will be less funny when she's performing and preparing. Maybe she'll be very serious because sometimes it gets very serious. But hopefully she's just a comic relief and just stays natural like that. There was someone in Produce 101 Japan who I'm blanking on her name right now, but she was always kind of funny. She made it into the final group, I think.
สวัสดีค่ะ，Hello， 大家好，我是田轩宁，来自中国，毕业于北京舞蹈学院民族民间舞系。我呢学习舞蹈已经有10年了，然后这次来创造营亚洲真的非常开心，可以跟各国。
I'm gonna pause this because I'm like this very awkward video, to be honest. Like she's holding this pose with her hip, and then like her face is always staring down, and then she's kind of got like a kind of a gothic kind of like complexion.
我的姐姐妹妹们一起创造舞台，请多多支持我哦。Hello everyone, my name is Tian Xuanning, graduate Beijing Dancer Academy, come from China. I dance as.
So this is like almost 2 intros in one because we're actually only halfway through the video, and it's kind of like she introducing herself again. Now she's standing a little bit less weird, and she's also facing a little bit better. So I'm glad I kind of stuck with it a little bit.
Child, so I love and being on stage. No matter what side of stage I'm on, I want to be able to put my best forward. Thank you for your kind consideration. Thank you. สวัสดีค่ะ Hello， 大家好，我是田轩宁，来自中国，毕业于。
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about this person, but it's kind of funny, to be honest. It's just like a little strange. I think, honestly, you should kind of lean into it. I feel like if you have a kind of freaky girl look, you should kind of like go a little Addams Family, a little Wednesday Addams. Just lean into it a little bit.
สวัสดีค่ะ ยีจากประเทศไทยค่ะ Hi, I'm Yin from Thailand. I'm a little Yin, but not a little bit. Everything you want, Yin can do it. นี่คือยีนที่จิ๋วแต่แจ๋วทุกสิ่งที่คุณต้องการยีนสามารถทำได้ค่ะแค่เธอช่วยฟังฉันก่อนมีเพียงแววตาวอนแค่ฉันอยากขอคะแนนโหวตจากเธอ I will try my best. I hope everyone love me. Please support me and vote me. I love you.
So okay video, kind of average, to be honest. Kind of like in terms of like how she presented herself. I like that she did a little bit of kind of like just showcasing her voice. But I was kind of distracted by proportions a little bit because I'm starting to wonder about like the height difference between some of them and how it affects the way their bodies look. And I was mentioning this. It may be that the general population of Thailand is maybe shorter than other countries, but we'll see.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone, I'm Jessica and I'm Thai American. Since I was young, I have always dreamed of becoming a superstar. And my life motto is, if you can dream it,
So this girl's more normal height.
you can do it by Walt Disney. So I hope that you guys will take a part in helping my dreams come true. Everyone, please vote for me. Please give me lots of love and support me. I also will do my best and debut. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
This girl's accent is surprisingly very normal. I don't know if maybe Thai people just have better normal sounding English accents. But I don't know. She's okay. Wait, I think I skipped too many.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello
Wait.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone, I'm the Pink Stage Fairy. My name is Wangke and you can call me as Keke. I really love performing on stage, so if you are curious of my performances, please vote for me and keep supporting me. Hello, 大家好，我是爱跳舞的小柯基王珂。然后时隔5年，我终于又回来啦。这次呢，我希望不要留下任何的遗憾，然后和大家一起，我们一冲到底。加油加油加油！请大家多多支持我，给我投票吧。
So this girl is very casual, especially in English. My note says she's from Produce 48, and I would say that lines up with what she had said in Chinese, saying that she's been away for 5 years, so she's back. And so it's kind of interesting how her message in English was kind of different than the message in China, and I feel like if she has a built-in audience already, she'll probably do very well. It also says her age is 24, and so she's kind of up there in terms of the ages here. It seems like the lowest age is around 14, but then the oldest age is roughly, I think it's also 24 or 25. My notes say 25, it could mean 24, so we'll just estimate that's about right. But yeah, I'm guessing she has a built-in audience if she's already from a show, and it's not like she looks bad or anything. She looks very normal and put together.
萨瓦迪卡，大家好，我叫王一冰，来自中国，终于实现网友面基的梦想了。父老乡亲们，我上电视了，希望大家能够见识到我除了可爱之外的另一面。This time, as a Chinese player who joined in Chuang Asia, I'm really nervous, but I'm so ready for this challenge. And please support if you like me. 记得给我投票哦。萨瓦。
She had a very strange sounding English voice, and I don't know if it's because she was nervous, but it was very strange. Also, this comes to the proportion things again. Maybe it's because she's 15 or 14 years old, but then I noticed that like a lot of these girls, they seem like their heads are very large, and so I think that we're just used to seeing them look smaller, and I don't know how this, like she's clearly about like 4 inches shorter than like some of the other girls, but it's hard to tell from this angle as well. Yeah, but it seems like we're going to see a lot of girls with those kind of proportions.
สวัสดีค่ะเพลิวนะคะก็เพลิวมาจากประเทศไทยค่ะเป็นคนสวยมีมงค่ะฝากทุกคนแฟนคลับทุกคนนะคะชาวแพนด้าทุกคนฝากโหวตให้ด้วยแล้วก็อย่าลืมเป็นกำลังใจรวมพลังกันมาเยอะๆนะสวัสดีค่ะเพลิวนะคะ
This girl's video went by really fast. Okay, so apparently my notes say she's a beauty pageant contest. I'm not sure if she's a winner, but it seems like she was a finalist. Miss Grand, it was called, I guess. Apparently, people are saying she has very high engagement, and so she must be importing or transferring those fans from elsewhere. I don't know if that's only online or if it's like nationalistic kind of thing. But, maybe Thailand or some region of Thailand is back here. So expect her to do very well, but it'll depend on her performance as well.
สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Ping Ping from Thailand. After you met me, I think you should find a map, cause you're gonna got lost in my eye. อยากฝากให้ทุกคนเนี่ยช่วยกันโหวตพิงๆหน่อยนะคะแล้วก็เป็นกำลังใจให้พิงในรายการช่วงเอเชียด้วยนะคะ
Very natural, comfortable energy. I feel like she's very sincere. It comes across. And notes actually say she's an actress, and so maybe she's very good at performing, and so she could be convincing in that regard. And I feel like that's a strength, to be honest.
สวัสดีค่ะแพนด้าจากประเทศไทยค่ะ Hi my name is Panda is also known as Pink Panda because everything of mine is pink I'm a queen of dancing from Thailand ฝากทุกคนให้กำลังใจและเอ็นดูแพนด้าน้อยตาดำด้วยนะคะ Thank you for your support and vote for me Pink Panda สวัสดี
So Panda looks very decent. She's actually she seems like a shorter one as well. But she has normal proportions, and so I don't know what to think about. Maybe some girls, maybe I should be guessing which hair works for them to not give them kind of odd-looking proportions. But I feel like hers worked for her, and maybe the long hair, and so maybe long hair and kind of flat on the top if you can. I don't know. Just follow Panda's guide to working well with your proportions. But I think she's like 15, and I don't know. She's fine, I guess. Hopefully she does well.
สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Emma Zhu Yimeng. I'm from China and I love dancing, volleyball, and deep diving and horse riding. So please guys support me and vote for me in Chuang, Asia. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
So this is why I'm very confused, because this girl is taller than the last girl, but then her proportion seems more like a short person's proportions. But anyways, I don't have any notes on Emma, but she seems okay. Sweet sounding. I don't know if she was very comfortable in her skin. It seemed a little bit kind of like she's done this much before. I don't know if she has. Maybe she has. Maybe she hasn't. But that's the vibe I got from it.
Hello 大家好啊สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone my name is 王胜熙 I'm from China 一定要记住我哦indie 替代鲁甲Energy Monster is me I have magic can make everyone happy Hurry hurry talking with me 最后请大家一定不要忘记给我投票 Please 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 support me Love me Remember me 王胜熙王胜熙王胜熙
So very high on the charisma and sincerity aspect. I feel like depends on what her skill will be, but I feel like she could do very well. And also, she seems to be shorter as well, but she seems normal in proportion. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's just differences in genetics of different regions. But then again, like some of those people were from the same regions and they had different proportions, and so it's just genetics at the end of the day, I guess.
Hey, welcome to Betty's Wonderland. I'll show you things you never know. Let's follow me to explore teeny tiny pretty pinky world. Hi, สวัสดีค่ะ大家好 I'm Betty 四阳中 I'm from China. I'm a student from Berklee College of Music. I'm majoring in performance and minoring in musical theater performance. I really love pink. I hope everything in the world is pink. Hope you guys can like me and please vote for me and support me. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ谢谢大家
So this girl, even though she does seem very comfortable doing what she just did, a part of it does come across insincere, and I don't know if it's because, like I said before about another contestant, there's like something called a children's show host, and it's just kind of like the way you talk to children, and maybe that's just the way she sees the public or her potential fans, is kind of wants to like children them a bit, but I feel like to be more sincere and connect with people is to kind of like see them more as patrons or donors rather than like children. And so I don't know if she needs to work on that. Maybe she just comes across that way. Who knows? So we'll just have to see.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone, my name is Liana. 你也可以叫我甜甜。 I am 15 years old and I am from Seattle. I am Chinese American, so I know both English and Chinese. I'm learning a little bit of Thai. I've always loved watching Chuang since I was young, and the fact that I'm here as a trainee, I feel super honored, and it's a dream come true. But just because I'm young, that does not mean I don't have what it takes. เช่นหนูเยอะๆนะคะ
So this is one of two contestants from the USA. The other one is Tegan, actually. And unfortunately for Lilana, I feel like what she did at the end was very good. Like when she looked kind of uncomfortable. And so when she's not that way, she's kind of more tomboyish, it seems, just from this video alone. And so if she can kind of let go of kind of that, usually I kind of see some tomboy energy as kind of guarded energy. If she can kind of let go of it and kind of let herself be a little bit more panicked and unnerved, maybe it'll endear people a little bit more. Once we get to Tegan, we'll see how the energy differs. But then again, this girl's way younger than Tegan, and so we'll see what happens. But yeah.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi, my name is Pam. I'm from Thailand, and rather than dancing and singing, I also like acting because I believe that I am the drama queen. แล้วก็สิ่งหนึ่งที่หนูชอบมากเลยนะคะ นั่นก็คือสัตว์ค่ะ เพราะฉะนั้นหนูสามารถทำเสียงสัตว์ได้ด้วยนะคะ เช่น หรือว่าค่ะแล้วก็อย่าลืมตามมาเชียร์แล้วก็โหวตหนูด้วยนะคะ Please support me and vote for me. Thank you. Bye bye. สวัสดี
She's okay, kind of the children's show host energy.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello, my name is Devi Ningtara. I'm from Bali, Indonesia. I'm an easygoing person and I really love fairies because they bring me so much happiness, and like a fairy, I want to share my magical happiness with all of you. Let's create our fairy tale in Chuang, Asia. And please send me a lot of support and love. Dukung aku terus ya. Terima kasih. Bye bye.
So I felt a little bit of a barrier there, and it may be a language barrier. So maybe she's just trying to speak, but she's following the English words, and so that's why it kind of seemed a little bit like not fully in there, not quite connecting there yet. But it says my notes she's from JKT48, which is kind of like the same thing that Kaith girl is from. They're probably in the same group. Let's just see how many people from that. It doesn't look like there's anybody else. Look, it's just them. So they could be besties through the course of the show, or rivals. Who knows? But anyways, hopefully she starts to look more comfortable in her skin. I'm not saying that she isn't. It's just that she kind of gave off that vibe during that presentation, and it could be a language thing. But who knows?
สวัสดีค่ะชบาค่ะ or you might know me in the Expected Thailand. I'm the independent artist now. I'm the girl from South Thailand. For the way to my goal, there's many ways to go. So now I'm in the new road, which is Chuang Asia. ชบาอยากขอบคุณทุกคนที่เคยให้กำลังใจชบาไม่ว่าชบาจะเลือกเส้นทางไหน But by the way, I would love to have more company with my new journey. If you feel the same vibe, come with me and hold tight. มาร่วมการเดินทางครั้งใหม่ไปกับชบากันนะคะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
So this girl has the same vibe as you see a lot of contestants have, like contestant shows, or even if you like when I'm judging a talent show or something, like I feel like this girl has something that a lot of artists seem to have. It's like the same similar type of energy, like hey what's up, and like that kind of thing going on there, and she seems to have that. But I've never seen that be a penalty for them doing well. And so it does go hand in hand with confidence to some degree, even if it is just bravado. But it just depends on how they perform, and according to my notes it says she's a veteran singer, and so if she can be sure in those skills, that could probably keep that bravado up. But who knows what happens when she has to dance. Maybe that'll shatter the bravado for all we know. And so it really just depends on, I mean, if you have skills that give you reason to have bravado, then bravado's fine. But if you're going into something like this, where you're not just a singer, you're gonna have to dance, and who knows what else. But anyways, we'll see how she does. But I like her energy overall, and I think it's fine.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone I'm Lisa สวัสดีค่ะ You guys must be wondering who is she 她是谁เด็กผู้หญิงคนนี้เป็นใครใช่ไหมคะเด็กผู้หญิงคนนี้จะมาสร้างรอยยิ้มให้กับทุกคนเลยค่ะหนูสัญญา If I see you you smile อวดให้หนูเยอะๆด้วยนะคะเป็นกำลังใจให้หนูด้วยนะคะขอบคุณค่ะ
So she has a very interesting shaped skull, and then it says here in my notes she's a member of High U, and she's around 22, 23. She seems to be very comfortable, and I'm guessing that comes from her experience. And she did kind of talk kind of like someone would if they were talking to like their fans, but not like badly like she's a children's show host, I guess.
Ding ding. Hello everyone, my name is Eileen. I'm from Malaysia. สวัสดีค่ะเราอิลินค่ะเรามาจากมาเลเซียค่ะฝากเนื้อฝากตัวต้อยนะคะ Please support me, thank you. Ding ding ding. Hello everyone, my name is Eileen.
So, I mean, I guess it's fine. She didn't really say much. It was kind of it felt a little bit prepared, but it wasn't like uncomfortable, and so it's kind of like, what would you say? It was like if you kind of wasted your chance because you didn't really give off anything, but then you dodged doing anything bad, right? So it's kind of like neutral. But then, like, I could say that I went through that whole thing and nothing stood out, and I wouldn't even remember anything she said other than she was from Malaysia.
สวัสดีค่ะ My name is 乔欣萌 I'm 16 years old I come from China 我平时喜欢喝个豆汁儿吃个焦圈儿然后
One thing I like about the show is they seem to only use first names. They don't use the last names. Usually I use the full names when I'm talking about the contestants, but in this one they kind of like just mostly just kept it just part except for some of them where it seemed relevant. They mostly just kept the first names.
周末闲的没事儿就去吃点火锅。大家看在我白白胖胖很可爱的份上，就快快来支持我这个小吃货吧！谢谢大家。สวัสดีค่ะ
So, just a standard fare trainee, it looks like. They didn't really say anything that stood out, and she seemed kind of like slightly uncomfortable, like, or new to this, but it's not like in a bad way.
สวัสดีค่ะเจ้าหญิงจากประเทศไทยนะคะ Hi my name is เจ้าหญิง which means princess in Thai so can I be your เจ้าหญิงหนูขอเป็นเจ้าหญิงของทุกคนได้ไหมคะ Now I'm an actress in GMMTV but singing and dancing has always been my dream อยากให้ทุกคนช่วยกันเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในความฝันของหนูอย่าลืมเก็บเจ้าหญิงไว้ในใจของทุกคนด้วยนะคะ
So she has a decent look, but then her energy was similar to the last girl's, slightly uncomfortable, but I would say this one came across as more of like she was slightly acting. When she said that it was like being her dream, I didn't really believe her. Maybe it would be like a nice dream to pursue, but I'm not sure if she's like really motivated by it. I guess we'll see how well she performs, because I feel like, you know, when you meet real singers, they know songs and they like songs that regular people would really like even. And so they kind of know stuff. Like, I can't stand I Heard It Through the Grapevine. I hate that song. But every singer, like legit singer I've heard, loves that song. And then, like, regular people who love listening to music, really love listening to music and hear the subtleties of it, they really love those songs. And so I'm kind of just like a casual listener, right? I'm not really like an in-depth expert or anything. And so, like, people, when they know stuff, they get involved with it, right? Or when they really dream of stuff like dancing, they get involved with it, they practice, they do the choreo. And so we'll see how good she is in terms of like her singing and her dancing. If she has the skills, then I'll believe her then. But for now, I didn't really believe her, and maybe it's just the way she presented it. But I wouldn't be surprised if she was kind of learning like most of it on the spot. Like if she's a level A, then I'll take my words back. But I mean, if she's a level C, then who knows?
อย่างชายเมียงเฮ้ยเชียงใหม่อย่างชายเลียงเฮ้ยเชียงรายอย่างต้นข้าวเฮ้ยเต้าข้นอย่างเทคีเฮ้ยทีเคสวัสดีค่ะทีเคค่ะ Hi I'm TK I'm from Thailand I'm so excited to be on stage of Chuang Asia please vote and support me let's dance with me hope to see you soon bye bye อย่างชาย
So it looks like I miswrote this person's name. I thought it was Tick, but it's actually TK. According to what she just said. In still photos, she looks very tomboyish. Right? Like you could actually just confuse her for like kind of a boy, to be honest. But then in video, it's a girl, and so that just gives you that different kind of vibe. Now I'm watching Produce 101 China, and one of the finalists at the very end was a very tomboyish kind of person, and I wouldn't even say tomboyish. I would say more like just a very more than tomboyish. I don't know if there's a distinction between someone who's like extremely tomboyish and someone who's just slightly tomboyish. Because usually when people say someone who's tomboyish, they mean someone who's like a little bit alt rock, like an alt rock chick. Like that, to some people that's tomboyish, but like in my experience when I was growing up, I knew these two twins. One of them was really girly, and the other one would like wear like almost like plaid like me, right? And have and talk like, hey, how's it going? And that's like a girl, right? And so like I'd expect this person to be tomboyish, but it turns out they're very feminine looking in video, and so hopefully, I mean, I think that's a benefit for her. I feel like she's already far ahead than where I expected.
Sugar, sugar, loon, lele, loon. Please give me your heart. Hello everyone สวัสดีค่ะเลค่ะมาจากประเทศไทยค่ะก็ฝากเนื้อฝากตัวด้วยนะคะอาจจะไม่ได้เก่งเป็นที่หนึ่งแต่ว่าอยากเป็นที่หนึ่งในใจคุณนะคะบ๊ายบายแล้วเจอกันค่ะ
So my note says that this one's an actress. Her presentation came across a little insincere, and so I don't know if it's like part of it seemed I don't know if desperate's the word, but she does need to kind of look a little bit more comfortable. And so hopefully we get to see more sincere, direct connection. But, you know, you can't act your way into looking sincere. And so hopefully she just loosens up and just act more normal, gets in touch with the other girls, starts hanging out with them more. And my nose is really stuffy right now, so I'm probably giving the worst recording right now.
サワディーカー Hello こんにちは私の名前はゆいです15歳ですで
You've got a lot of makeup on and you're like only 15 years old
出身は日本の東京ですリーツァイティライツカーゆいらくんゆいらくんゆいらくん応援よろしくお願いしますぜひ私に投票してくださいそれではバイバイ
So she reminds me of on Boys Planet there was a guy named I forgot his name. It was a 16-year-old boy who was everyone liked him. Takuto, I think it was Takuto. And so she kind of seems like she's got that naive energy about her, but she's not insincere. And so if she's just gonna be one of the Macnays, but she's not the youngest. Then I guess she's just going to be that kind of a person.
สวัสดีค่ะฉันชื่อยาวๆค่ะ Hello everyone my name is Zheng Xueyao and I come from China I'm 22 years old This is my second time to be here in Chuang stage so I hope I can show a better self and bring you happiness สู้ไปด้วยกันนะคะ
So it says she was on Chuang 2020 and she's also an actress. I don't know if she showcased any kind of advantage here. but I'm guessing she has a pre-installed audience that's gonna like her regardless. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Nothing stands out here.
สวัสดีค่ะจันมินกิติยลักษณ์จุฑาวรานนท์ค่ะหนูชอบร้องเพลงมากๆเลยค่ะหนูมาจากประเทศไทย Hi guys I'm Jasmine I'm from Thailand Please support to my future Are you future Because my parents told me focus on you สวัสดี
So, little joke there, kind of funny. She seemed comfortable for the most part, but it could all be acting for all you know. It doesn't say anything in my notes, but she still has a very distinct look, and I feel like she's gonna do okay.
Sawadika. Hi, I'm Yam. I'm 18 years old and I'm from South Korea. I'm the main vocal in my group. The name of the group is CSR. I have really refreshing and pure voice. Baby, take my hands. I want you to be my husband. 'Cause you're my Iron Man and I love you 3000. Please pull for me a lot. Thank you. 사랑해요.
Okay, so looks like the CSR girls are coming in pretty strong. I mean, you've got two very strong visuals coming in, and you've got one very powerful vocal coming in. So I don't know, like, how the other ones do. If like, is one of them gonna? I'm guessing they're all gonna dance because they debuted already, so they're stage ready. And so, I don't know if they're gonna split votes, and that's the only reason they won't do well. Because like sometimes people vote a little bit biased to the region, right? And so we're looking at a show here that's deliberately saying it's Chuang, Asia, Thailand, and so right now it takes place in Thailand, and it seems like there's some focus as well on delivering the show with Thailand mentors, and so that means the girls have to sort of learn and adapt to the language of Thailand, but at the same time, it's Chuang, which is basically a 10-cent Chinese show. I don't know if it's just kind of they made it international so they can film it in different places, but it's still at its core a Chinese show. Even some of the contestants are say speaking English and Chinese, and it seems like they're just trying to get as big a voting block as possible. And so, I mean, hopefully anyone can vote internationally, and that'll be huge, because that'll give reason for people speaking in languages other than, you know, Thai. So, anyways.
Sawadika. Hi, I'm
Sawadika. My name is Wanyan Jiayi. You can call me Wanyan or Jiayi or Yue. Yue is my nickname. Only family or very close people will call me this. I'm a Virgo. I'm from China. Please support me. Thank you. I love you.
So it was just an okay video. I feel like she was reading a script or something, like she couldn't even memorize it. And I'm kind of surprised she didn't add extra to it and speak in Chinese as well. But it might have been worth the effort just to kind of let people see a little bit more sincere side of you, because at this point it seemed a little bit scripted. But it didn't come across as like insincere. It just seemed prepared, like too prepared. But then she was like, I could see her looking down a lot, and I don't know if she was reading a script.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello 大家好，我叫张香怡，我来自中国 China， 今年15岁了。Hello everyone, my name is 张香怡 ，You can call me 香香怡，多多支持我吧，希望我的笑容能给你们带来开心。
So, very nice, very comfortable looking girl, and she's like, it looks like my notes say she's 16 or 15, depending on how you look at it, and so, hopefully, I think she's gonna do well. I didn't get any bad vibes from this or anything.
Hello everyone, I'm Eileen Mindy from Thailand and I'm 14 years old. People might think that 14 years old is such a young age, but I can tell you that
ความสามารถของหนูนะคะปัวปังเป๊ะไม่แพ้ใครแน่นอนค่ะ and let me tell you some secrets beware my smile or you get trapped in my heart and I won't let you out easily so beware so please vote for me guys I love you so much and please support me and cheer me and remember me I'm Miley with the best side purse bye guys love y'all vote for me I'm Miley
So, I think out of all the Mindy girls, this one had the best energy overall. They all kind of talk like their audience is children who are way younger than them. And that's how they're talking to us right now as well. And so I think it all still falls in the same trap of kind of like, you gotta kind of like talk to your audience more like they're your patrons or your donors, because they're gonna be voting for you. But maybe children will vote, and I shouldn't be discounting that. I mean, you gotta get what you can get, guys. And so yeah, I'm gonna take back anything I ever said about like, hey, don't talk to them like they're children. But it can put people off. Like even children don't like being spoken to like children, even if your audience is children. And so I would just say work on being a little bit more sincere and connecting to them. But other than that, I feel like this girl was very comfortable. She's probably the most popular, I'm guessing, in her group. But she seems to be like, I felt more that she was better off than the other members of India that I saw so far.
Hello everyone I'm Miley สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone I'm Ming Mindy from Thailand ค่ะ ทุกคนคะเพื่อนๆเนี่ยชอบบอกหนูว่าหนูหน้าคล้ายคาปิบาร่าค่ะ เพราะฉะนั้นวันนี้หนูจะมาทำให้ทุกคนได้เห็นกันค่ะว่ามันเหมือนหรือเปล่า พร้อมนะคะ 1 2 3 เหมือนใช่ไหมคะ แล้วก็อีกอย่างหนึ่งนะคะ หนูเป็นคนจังหวัดขอนแก่นค่ะ เพราะฉะนั้นเราก็จะต้องสอนภาษาอีสานสักนิดนึง ยังไงทุกคนก็พูดตามกันได้นะคะ คือเป็นตาฮักแท้ ยังไงก็ฝากติดตามแล้วก็เป็นกำลังใจให้หมิงด้วยนะคะ บ๊ายบาย love you
Very nice energy, very sincere. I feel like she's just an average college girl, to be honest. And so that's what I got from this. We'll have to see how she does in the actual competition to say more about it, but she didn't look like she was phony or fake or giving off any weird vibe or anything. She just seemed like a normal person.
สวัสดีค่ะ ชื่อขนมปังนะคะ อายุ 16 ปีจากประเทศไทยค่ะ Hello my name is ขนมปัง I am 16 years old and I come from Thailand 大家好我叫是陈丽琳我16岁我来自泰国หวังว่าทุกคนนะคะจะติดตามชมหนูในฐานะเมนเต้นของช่วงเอเชียค่ะ I hope you guys enjoy and supporting me I wish you stay tuned thank you ขอบคุณค่ะ
So like I said before, this girl has that kind of like competition energy. And it's fine. If you're actually talented, I hope to see that what you do is well, good or whatever. So hopefully she dances well and sings well. We'll have to see. But yeah.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi Young and dance, sing and rap. I'm Vita, 16 years old. I love performances. And you know what? My first stage performance is on my sister. I love singing, dancing, rapping, and I love my audience. I hope you guys love my performance and love me too. So please vote for me, or either I will go to your house and interrupt you. Thank you. Bye bye.
So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. It's a little bit scripted look sounding. And it's a little bit of an act, and so I can't really judge one way or the other based on that. But I do like people to be more sincere, because I feel like if you are more sincere, then you're more in touch. But then like sometimes there's a difference between being kind of fake, and then there's a difference between presenting yourself. And some people just have a way of presenting yourself without that comes across insincere, but they're not like dishonest people, you know. But anyways, I don't know what to think about this girl. We'll have to wait and see what she does. If her skills match up, then it'll be fine. But I do think that this is the way it sounds scripted kind of, and it's a little bit pageant. A little sounds like a pageant show kind of intro, right? And so you kind of want to avoid that. You just want to be more like you're connecting with like your potential sponsors or patrons, and they're all like normal people who enjoy the thing that you're going to do.
Swadika, what's up? Gang gang! Hello everyone, I'm Jay Jasper from Thailand. My definition is different and unique. That's who I am. Everyone knows me as a rapper and composer in C-pop industry. I grew up with Thai country music and rap is a part of my life. จะไม่กลับหลังหันจนกว่าฝันจะถึงฝั่งข้ามพระวิบากต่อให้ลมจะกระอักล้ำค่ากบเพชรอีก10 กะรัตแลกด้วยบัตรมาดูนี่แหละตัวตึงในพุทธศักราช yeah ก็ยังไงนะคะขอฝากทุกๆคนนะคะซัพพอร์ตแล้วก็เป็นกำลังใจให้กับ Jay Jasper ด้วยนะคะจาก Work Hard นะคะบ๊ายบายขอบคุณค่ะ let's go
So it says she's a member of Bare Knuckle, and she's actually 25, which is around the upper end of the age range of this competition. And so I thought her rap was pretty decent, and apparently she's very experienced, I guess, in C-pop. So we'll see where she goes. Hopefully she's a valuable asset, but beyond being a valuable asset, hopefully she can come across as kind of like both relevant for the new generation, and then also in touch with the more youthful audience as well. But I firmly believe that like if you have like kind of rap swagger, you don't really go out of style.
Swadika, my name is Kaylin. I come from the beautiful island of Hawaii, and I'm so excited to be a part of Chuang Asia 2024. Just remember, I
Oh, it looks like I miscounted. There's 3 people from the USA, so this is one of them.
come from across the beautiful ocean of Hawaii, the beautiful blue skies, and amazing sunsets. And I'm so excited to share my love for music with you. Thank you. Swadika, my
Okay, so I mean, it seemed pretty normal. I'm not sure what to think about it. It kind of because some people are legitimately, they come across the way that she came across just now, and they're not being insincere. But I guess we'll just have to see how she actually performs, and we'll just leave it up to that.
Swadika, Namaste, Tajahao. My name is Zoe and I'm 21 years old from India, the land of culture. And I love dancing, I love singing, and I also sleep a lot. And I hope you support your girl. And to all the viewers watching me from India, मुझे आपके support की बहुत ज़रूरत है. Thank you.
So this is the only contestant from India, so I'm excited to see what she does. You don't see too many, like, I guess, Indian performers in, I guess, this kind of genre. And she seems to be not just Indian, but probably half Indian or mixed race Indian. Well, anyways, we'll see what she does. And, you know, it's always good to be herself. I like that she's presenting as Indian as well. And obviously, that's just the way she would look anyways. And so you can't like pretend not to be. But I like sincerity. I like people who are just like themselves. I don't like I'm always suspicious of people when they're kind of presenting one way, but then there's clear signs that they're not who they claim to be. And so it's kind of like I'm always wary of that. It's like, because if someone's pretending or being dishonest, then it's hard to trust them that they don't have ulterior motives all the time. But anyways, probably saying too much, but yeah, only contestant from India. Very interested to see what she does. I have relatives who are part Indian, and so I'm okay. I don't have an issue with that. I'm betting if she's the only Indian person, and there are Indian K-pop people out there who love K-pop or this kind of like genre, and then she probably has a huge voting base, right? And then it's not just from India as well. It's also like where I live is a multicultural place, and there's lots of Indian people here. And there's lots of Indian people on the opposite coast even, and just all over the country. And so, I mean, if she can get all those international votes, I mean, I'm saying that that's a very powerful person, especially if you have no one else to compete with in your lane.
Sawadika. Hello, my name is Krista Shim. I'm currently 16 years old this year. My nationality is Thai American and my ethnicity is Korean and Chinese. I'm a storyteller who loves to sing and I want to share my story with all of you guys using my voice. So I hope as many people listen to my voice as possible and I promise that I'll do my best. I'll give 200% and I promise that I won't disappoint you guys. Thank you so much. Please vote for me. Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
She gives me the Glee Club vibes a little bit. Anyways, I'm looking at the notes here and it says being on some singing contest shows, so it kind of makes some sense. I don't know which show she was on, but yeah, it looks like she's trying. I don't know, like whenever I hear about people who constantly, chronically, kind of do contest shows, and then I wonder about what they're doing in their spare time as well, because I don't want to, like, if I was on a judging panel, right, and if someone came out with a guitar, I would say, you write music, right? And they'd probably say yes. And then they say, how much? I'd wonder how many songs they wrote, and I could probably find that they wrote songs and, like, I don't know, put on YouTube or put on CD Baby or Spotify, and I can buy their music, right? But if you're someone who's just kind of, like, appearing on contests, then that means you're just singing, but you're not, like, putting out cover albums, you're not putting stuff on YouTube. Like, if someone said, oh, singer, I put my stuff on YouTube, that's different, right? But I don't know where this notes came from. I found these from someplace else, so maybe she is doing all those things, but hopefully she is. But remember, you gotta, like, diversify.
สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Gigi. I'm 19 years old. I'm from China. I like to sleep, eat, and dance. Please vote for me. I love you guys.
So she didn't really say much. My note says she's the younger sister of famous actress Yang Nana. And so, I mean, I don't know why she gave such a short intro, but it looks like Yang Nana is a very famous Taiwanese singer, musician, and actress. And so she has a lot to live up to, it looks like. And anyways, that may give her a strong voting base. We'll see.
สวัสดีค่ะ พรีมนะคะ หนูมาจากประเทศไทยค่ะ Hi my name is Prim Emma Miss Beautiful Hair of ช่วงเอเชีย ถึงแม้น้ำหนักตัวหนูจะเบา แต่หนูเต้นแรงไม่เบานะคะ ทุกคนอย่าลืมช่วยโหวตหนูด้วยนะ บ๊ายบาย
So she's very comfortable doing that. It didn't really come across as insincere, to be honest. Even though it felt a little scripted, it seemed just like practiced, more of like self-rehearsed. It didn't really sound like scripted in a bad way. Like some people script stuff as if they didn't really write it. But I didn't feel that way with her. It felt sincere, and maybe she's a little bit too comfortable doing that. And when I see that her notes say she's an actress, that makes sense.
Hi, I'm Ninin from Thailand. I'm ballerina who love to be an artist. I love for all of you to follow along and vote for me. มาโหวตให้นินกันเยอะๆนะคะ ขอบคุณค่ะ Hi.
So that was kind of funny. She seemed like she showed her personality, but at the same time didn't take herself too seriously. So it's fine. I mean, in terms of just showcasing a side of yourself that people can connect to, I think that was really good, actually. But at the same time, I always like to see, on top of that, I like to see a little bit of skill as well. Like, I would like to see people singing a little bit, maybe like showing you have a little bit of rhythm. I don't know. Not a lot you can do against these lockers, to be honest. Maybe we'll get longer intros later. I always love the 1 minute time attack intros because we get to see them like kind of struggle to do things before time ends out.
สวัสดีครับ天才的なアイドル様リンカです Hi, I'm from Japan and I'm 20 years old and I have a blonde hair, so please remember me, blonde hair Rinka. 皆さん私に投票よろしくお願いいたします。ラクリンカゆゆなか。
So Rinka is one of the girls from Girls Planet 999. along with Ray and Ruan. You got all the R girls there, and they're all from Japan. So they took all the Japanese girls from Girls Planet 99 and got them here. But they're not the only Japanese girls there. There's some other Japanese girls here that are not from Girls Planet. Like maybe like three or four, or it could just be three. But anyways, I remember her from Girls Planet, and she was kind of just a background person before. It's kind of like how Surichi was in Produce 101 China. And then I guess Surichi went on to be in one more show, and then another show was Girls Planet. And I feel like Girls Planet kind of broke her a little bit. Because when I see her in Girls Planet, it was kind of like she came out like she's really extremely confident and posed. But then she like became really depressed later on. And I'm talking about Surichi right now. But when I see her in the first season of Produce, she's so like bright-eyed and kind of like she didn't really even expect to win. She's just happy to be there. But now she was kind of like by the end of Girls Planet, she seemed like she really needed to win, or it was important. But then I don't know what happened. She stopped being kind of a team player, I guess, and maybe she is just kind of meant to be a soloist. But anyways, Rinka, I didn't really remember much about her other than just her appearance. And it seems like she's gone blonde here, and she's trying to stand out a little bit. And I don't know if this makeup's like 100% right, but definitely stands out from the competition. So maybe if all she needs is eyes on her, it could give her an advantage. But at the end of the day, you only surprise people one time. And then after that, you gotta give them a reason to stick around, which is a reason that's timeless.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi guys I'm Thailand Mindy from Thailand and I'm 16 years old หนูไม่ใช่คนญี่ปุ่นนะคะแต่ว่าตอนที่แม่ท้องหนูเนี่ยของมันแพงมากแม่ก็เลยเอามาตั้งเป็นชื่อหนูเลยค่ะ I've been through lots of singing competitions and I can sing lots of styles but this time Chuang Asia is the biggest program that I've ever been in and I am so excited because it's not only in Thailand but it's all over Asia I'll do my best so please vote me and support me นะคะ Bye bye See ya
So, of all the members of Mindy, she was the most sincere, normal feeling one. Now, the last one that I looked, I can't remember, was it Eileen? I think it might have been Eileen. She seemed like really outgoing, and so it was kind of natural for her to be kind of like presenting the way the other members did. Like the other ones kind of like acted like they were talking to people like they were children's show hosts. But I feel like Pangjang was kind of like really normal and just a regular person fits in. And then Eileen was really outgoing as like, maybe she just like always presenting and switched on. Maybe she's just too young to know any different. But Pangjang is like 17 compared to Eileen who's 15. So maybe she's just more mature.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone, I'm 秀婷 Star 大家好，我是来自中国的毛秀婷 I'm 18 years old and I'm very happy to meet everyone in Chuang Asia Thank you and 秀婷探索之旅即将开启请大家多多为我打 call 吧 Please vote and support me Thank you ขอบคุณค่ะ拜拜
So, Mao Shu-ting is probably, I'm just guessing, is the twin sister of Mao Shu-ling, because it says they're the same age and they have the same, I guess, surname, and just slightly different first names. And so, this is going to be one of those twin situations. I don't know why they always do this in the shows, or put the siblings together in the shows, but it just seems like a good mechanic to have every now and then. But yeah, I feel like Shu-ling did kind of a better job of this video than this girl just did, and so we'll see what happens when the show starts.
สวัสดีค่ะ早安午安晚安安安和您请安 Hello guys, I'm An from Malaysia. Follow me, enjoy my wonderful journey, and let my big sparkling eyes shine on you. 希望你们陪我一起见证我的努力。苏苏娜
She does have big eyes, but then she has those big proportions as well. Like I don't know what it is, but like maybe it's just like bigger head is kind of like something that's common in like just randomly among Asians, I guess. and so like it's kind of like she's tall, pretty tall. You can see like when you line her up with the locker here, like some girls are like this short and they look like normal proportions, and then some girls are this tall. They have like they look like a short person but just blown up, and so I don't know how that happens, but it just happens, I guess. But I identified this girl from before, and I thought she was like decent, and I guess it's her eyes as well. She has like big face, and so hopefully she does well, and good luck on that.
สวัสดีค่ะ TN Hi it's me TN I'm from Thailand คาแรคเตอร์ของหนูนะคะก็สวยแซ่บซีดซ่าแต่ว่าเรียกง่ายๆก็คือคาแรคเตอร์คนสวยนั่นแหละค่ะวันนี้นะคะหนูมีกลมาให้ทุกคนฟังด้วยเริ่มเลยต้นน้ำต้นน้ำน้ำต้นต้นน้ำต้นต้นต้นน้ำน้ำต้นน้ำน้ำน้ำต้นต้นน้ำน้ำน้ำต้นน้ำน้ำน้ำน้ำต้นต้นต้นต้นน้ำขอบคุณทุกคนที่ฟังหนูจนจบนะคะและ in the end don't forget to support and vote me ขอบคุณทุกคนมากนะคะวายาค่ะบ๊ายบายสวัสดีค่ะ
Okay, well, I'm not really sure what she was doing, but I guess she was talking about water and bubbles. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. But anyways, she just put on a random video, and I don't know if she's appealing to, but maybe some people will like that.
นี่ฮาวสวัสดีค่ะอาจิงนะคะอายุ20 ปีค่ะมาจากค่าย JMM Music นะคะเป็นตัวแทนจากประเทศไทยค่ะอาจิง
This girl's the only one who has the video that's not taken up against the same angle, and so maybe she wasn't there and had to take it later.
รักในการร้องเพลงมากค่ะการร้องเพลงคือชีวิตของอาจิงเลยเพราะฉะนั้นอาจิงจะพยายามเป็นตัวแทนของประเทศไทยให้ได้ค่ะเป็นกำลังใจให้อาจิงด้วยนะคะบ๊ายบาย
This is like a really straightforward intro, like just talking to someone like your experience at the job you're applying for, and you're just talking to the interviewer like, hey, this is what I offer, you want it? And it's very casual sounding. So for my notes, it says that she's an SM's trainee, so I'm guessing that's SM, like the Korean company, and so they must have trained her very confidently and very I mean, she could do very well if she's trained there, and she's got that stamp of approval. I'm guessing she does very well just based on that. And also, just her intro here, it came across like, you know, I mean, there's no desperate energy. It seems like I know she seemed very sure of herself, and it wasn't like boasting or anything. It wasn't like trying to put like all these girls are trying to be like over the top confident sounding, but she was just like she just told you who she was, and so I like that. I like that about her. Hopefully she does well. I'm gonna say that I don't know. We'll just see where she goes.
Hello， 大家好，萨瓦迪卡，我是陆雨婷，今年18岁，来自中国北京。我喜欢唱歌、跳舞，还有魔术。Hello everyone, my name is Yuting and I'm 18 years old. Also, you can call me
I didn't even know she was doing a magic trick.
Jessica. I like singing, dancing, and magic. Please vote for me. Thank you. 请多多为我支持吧。감사합니다. ขอบคุณค่ะ. Como. Thank you. ありがとうございます. Bye bye. 大家好，萨瓦迪卡。
I was wondering why it sped up. It's because I was holding the button. I was like gonna pause it, but then I didn't want to interrupt it if it was more was happening, and then fast forwarding it or rewinding it actually. But anyways, not really sure what to say about this, because at some point I thought that she was kind of deer in the headlights, but then she wasn't quite that uncomfortable doing it, and so who knows? She has the kind of uncertainty, like maybe she's new to this, but she's not like that afraid. Maybe she's just happy to be there, and she's gonna like not win, but learn stuff. Who knows?
สวัสดีค่ะ大家好 Hello everyone I am Pimmi Pimlapat-Tunsora and my Chinese name is Chuang I'm from Thailand I'm 24 years old and now I'm working as an actress under 131 channel Please give me a lot of love and support and don't forget to vote for me ถึงพิมจะเป็นนักแสดงนะคะแต่ว่าอยากให้ทุกคนคอยติดตามพัฒนาการของพิมในแต่ละวีคแล้วก็อย่าลืมเป็นกำลังใจช่วยให้พิมด้วยนะคะชิงต้าเจียตัวกวนเจ้าเชียเชียสวัสดี
So, my note says she's an actress. She gave me kind of similar vibes to, what was it? Where is this? Arjing? She gave me some of the vibes to that. Like, she was just kind of running through a resume, sort of. But it kind of gave me. It was kind of different a little bit, because when Arjing was going through her resume, it was like, hey, I can do this job. But when Pimmy's giving me the resume, it's like, I do something, and I can probably do this as good as I do that. So it was kind of like, almost like, it's similar in that way, but then at the same time, Pimmy speaking from a delusion to some degree, because you're trying to say that what I do relates, whereas Arjing is speaking surely from what is exactly what she does.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello 大家好 My name is ณัฐมนต์จันทราวิภาส and you can call me Natty I'm 21 years old
There's a surprising amount of people named Natty.
I'm from Thailand I'm very love to dance and I can dance many style Please don't forget to support and follow me at Chuang Asia 2024 และสุดท้ายนี้นะคะ อย่าลืมวีดนัตโต้ปวดนัตตี้ขอบคุณค่ะ บ๊ายบาย สวัสดีค่ะ
So that's really good, confident energy.
สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน I am Staman Su, a Tibetan girl from China, and 我平时喜欢写歌、唱歌，然后还有吃洋芋。我这次来到这里是想做一个创造属于自己舞台的中梦浪漫女孩。And wait, the new dealer is coming. And 不要忘记投票哦。Yeah.
So interesting. It's very unique kind of energy. I kind of liked the video. I feel like she presented herself in a way that was like, yeah, I'm interested in seeing what you're gonna do. Like it kind of gave me the vibe of like I'm gonna be surprised a little bit. And so hopefully she is hiding a good secret. And if she's not hiding a good secret, then well, I guess we'll find out the hard way when she performs or sings, and maybe there's nothing there. But she kind of implied that she was gonna blow her socks off. But we'll see.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone, my name is Yuan Ke. You can call me Moko. I'm 20 years old. I come from China. I have many hobbies. Paragliding is one of them because I love the feeling of flying in the sky.
This is a little bit too scripted.
Yes, I also want to fly on the stage. So if you give me the opportunity, I will do my best to show you what I got. Please vote and support me. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone.
Okay, so I mean that's fine. I feel like she was asking for something without really giving something. So I guess we'll see. It depends.
사와디카. Hello everyone, I'm Katie 边天宇 from China. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 pensional Kitty입니다. On the stage, I'm the coolest kitty, but under the stage, I'm the cutie baby. So please vote for me, thanks.
So her delivery was okay, but there's something strange about her eyes. And I don't know if it's like she's wearing circle lenses, but there's a deadness to this kind of stare. I don't know why. She should really work on, I don't know, getting rid of that. I think she has lighter colored contacts on. She should probably maybe not do that, but I don't know if it'd be worse if she didn't. Who knows? Maybe some lashes will help her. She needs to open up those eyes a bit because there's like a deadness to the stare, and I don't know what's causing it.
สวัสดีค่ะชื่อเอแคร์นะคะ Hi I'm A Care หัวชื่อฮว่างซินหลายจื้อท่ายกัวฝากเป็นกำลังใจแล้วก็ซัพพอร์ตหนูกันด้วยนะคะจะทำให้เต็มที่แล้วก็ทำให้ดีที่สุดค่ะ No matter how many obstacles I will face I will do my best and get through it Thank you Bye
So very normal, natural energy. It says in my notes here she's a child actress, and so I guess I can see it sort of. Doesn't really. I don't think it's important though. But well, I guess it depends on the voters, right? Maybe if someone recognized her. But other than that, I feel like it was kind of okay. She gave a comfortable energy. She seemed like a normal person.
Sawadika. Hello, I'm Shai. I'm a singer-songwriter and music producer from Singapore. I love to sing, I love to dance, and I really love animals and little cats. And yeah, come support me because you're gonna be my new best friend.
What do you call this hairstyle? This girl takes too many serious photos and poses in a too serious way, and it doesn't work for her. But in this video, she's more bubbly, and it works for her here. And so, I don't know what's... She could change this hairstyle and it would be a huge improvement. But in her posing is mainly the problem. The stoic look that she gives is too kind of like cold. And so, but this bubbly look in this whole video was fine.
Sawadika. Hello, I'm Tegan. I'm from Hawaii, the beautiful island of Oahu. I've been an island girl my whole life, and I always hope that my singing makes people feel alive and happy. Can you just do me one favor and vote?
All the Hawaii girls have the same personality, it seems.
For me, you won't regret it. Sawadika.
But other than that, she seemed very natural. Seemed very normal. She seemed like the other girl, Kaylin. And so I don't really know what to think about her and Kaylin, but very similar. I feel like if you put them together, Tegan will probably eclipse Kaylin. But Liliana, still a mystery how she compares to them. But I feel like Liliana is a little bit more down to earth. But that could just be the difference in culture, because it seems like two girls from Hawaii just have this kind of like relaxed culture. Hey, I love Hawaii. I would like to stay there. But if people like this calm energy they're giving is just like too unfamiliar for me. As someone who grew up with the projects. Yeah, clear my throat a bit.
Ding ding, anh Sang mà leo ka. Pick up. Hello everyone, I'm An Sang. I'm from Vietnam and I'm 17 years old. I feel very grateful to be here today with Chuang Asia 2024. Yeah! One of the most things always give me a motivation. This is dancing and singing. And the motto belong to this. This is go big or go home. That means I will try my best to do everything I want. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. ขอบคุณค่ะ
So very comfortable. I feel like she's idol material. So my notes says she's trying to Esco 48, which is I'm assuming is some kind of girl group, maybe in Vietnam as well, where she's from. So I feel like she's just good to go. Is that the last one?
Sawadika. Hello.
Ding ding, anh Sang mà leo.
I think that's all of them. Did I actually get through all of them? I think so. And so, out of all of them, I don't think I can, at this point, narrow down a top 11. But I will nail that. I will nail down a top 11 after they do it. If they do a time attack 1 minute intro where they can show more of their personality, then I'll probably score them at that point properly and then nail down a top 11 based on those preliminary things. But some of them definitely rose and improved in my eyes in this video, and then some actually fell. And so we'll see how things go. It's anyone's game. But yeah, some of them way more interesting than before, and then some of them surprisingly less interesting. So we'll see. Before I was sure that Ruan and Duna would be kind of in the top and would probably hold the top 2 positions. But now I'm less sure about that. Now I'm saying that those girls are probably like top 10. And we'll see. We'll see what happens during the course of the show. But anyways, I guess that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comment box down below. Maybe it's because I'm sick. I'm sorry I coughed in the microphone. I usually pause before I cough. That time I was mid-sentence. And I guess if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.